All right, so we started off the first day. Chris showed us down some of the trails there. We did 2 laps, and unfortunately, on the first lap with him, right at the very bottom, his pedal caught it wasn't a root, it was a vine.
Yeah.
And flung him off. So we have video of that. Hopefully, I may or may not show it. I don't know. Depends on how I feel. But then the second day was official race practice for the Tennessee Nationals. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll let Jake handle that. He didn't have anybody to ride with, but he met up with the boy
T-Rad.
T-Rad. I don't know. He has an Instagram. It's T-Rad. I'm not really sure if he has YouTube or anything like that. But he's out of California. Jake's raced with him before in the Northwest Cups, and they were, I guess, just like booking it down the trail. And Jake hadn't looked at the trail before, and he's kind of he's following somebody, but he was definitely going into it kind of blind and not knowing, and he was going race speeds, and he kind of accidentally, he knew a drop was there, but it came up on him too fast, right? So he kind of accidentally went off a 8-foot drop.
Yeah, and I think if I wouldn't hit my brakes, I would have been fine, but I hit my brakes out of intention to slow down, but I couldn't slow down in time. So I kind of was going just half lobbed off of like an 8 to 10 foot rock drop.
Yeah.
There's a way to roll down it, but yeah.
You were going too fast to roll
Yeah,
down.
it's too fast to roll down it, but too fast, but too slow to actually jump. And I just kind of just pulled back and leaned back, and I started nose diving down it. And I didn't even go over the bars. I just hit my face, or I looked like I had goggles on, but I hit my face into my stem or whatever. And my goggles got all messed up, it dented it and cracked them or whatever, and messed it all up. And then a big old bump. I'll show you. I'll put some pictures on the screen. A big old bump came on my forehead. There's still some. It's kind of just swollen up and it's kind of bruised, but it was just a bump in the middle of my head.
A big old goose egg on the
and it just made me feel weird, and for the next few days, and then it started snowing on race day.
Yeah.
So it was one, I'm hurt, and it's snowing. There's no reason to race, so we left today, and yeah.
So how's your head feeling? Was this 3 days after the wreck?
Yeah.
Does it hurt still? Or?
It doesn't really hurt. It hurts sometimes, but I'm just taking Tylenol or whatever. Tylenol helps a lot, but what's it called? It hurts a little bit. I just kind of have a slight headache, and I just feel tired all the time now.
So
and my head just hurts when something hits the front of it or something. So yeah.
So that's why not only was there snow on the trails today, and they were still going to do downhill race, which is complete insanity, but if he would have had another accident and whacked his head again, that's not a good call. So you just got to know. You got to know when if you hurt yourself, you got to step back for a second and say this isn't a good idea. So Jake's didn't ride any more bikes after he crashed this weekend, unfortunately. But you know what? I had a good time.
Yeah,
I think
me too.
Windrock is a pretty awesome place. We went over to the mall last night over in Knoxville.
That was pretty sick.
Yeah, that was pretty darn awesome, man. I would have never guessed. That's probably the nicest mall that I've been in a very, very long time. It was a good time. We had a good time.
And there was this ice cream shop that you might have to remember, but I know every single person has seen it. If anybody who has Instagram has definitely seen it. Those weird cold stuff on the ball
Dragon's breath balls.
Yeah, dragon's breath balls. Whenever you.
That's enough. Don't do that. They kind of tasted like hot garbage, but the effect was kind of.
Yeah, and they also had ice cream rolls that were kind of amazing, actually. Because it was they were kind of awesome. So I got a cookies and cream flavor, and it was so good.
So, okay. So that's how our weekend went, pretty much. Oh, we got these rad hoodies and shirts.
Yeah.
So it's kind of nice.
Cap.
It's kind of nice to go to a bike event and they actually have gear for sale. I'm gonna be honest. I would probably totally buy gear at every bike event, but nobody ever has any merch. How did you like those trails we went on the first day?
Oh, those were really fun trails. Oh, the first run was a little bit scary because we just didn't know what was coming up or whatever, but it was really fun on the second run a lot. And then we just took a break just thought like maybe maybe just like take it easy because the next day I was gonna ride like a pretty gnarly trail. You know what I mean? And the next day I was also. But the first trail that we did was really fun.
How did you like the race course, by the way?
Oh, the race course, it was okay.
We only went down it once.
Yeah, it was fun. It was sketchy though. Like there was, if you've ever seen, especially if you're like a dirt bike rider, and even sometimes mountain bikes now, like what's it called? Like those ruts in the dirt bike, like on the dirt bike tracks, whatever. It was basically those, but on a mountain bike trail. And like if you couldn't really pedal, because like you had to keep your pedals even, or else they drag on each side. Like it was bad. Like they were deep, and then it would just be like some of them. You like once you go in one of them, you can't really get out of them. And then what's it called? Well, some of them would just lead off the trail, and like you had to miss the rut, stay off the trail, and then go off it like into the grass, so you wouldn't go into a rut to stay on the trail, because one of the ruts just leads off the trail. And then it was me and I forgot the other kid's name. It was me and another kid both went off the trail, and then T-Rad knew the way, but we just went right off the trail because we were following in the ruts.
So there was moto ruts on the mountain bike trail, which is like, I don't know, you'd think you'd have the course in a little bit better shape than that.
Yeah, it was like steep and off camber, which was kind of fun, but like some of the things, so there's one that was like, so it was a hill that was off camber like this and steep, and then it was like big and wide, and you would just slide off to the side as going down. Like it was so sketchy. I think it was grass or something too.
Yeah, it was definitely a new part of the trail, it looked like to me.
Yeah.
I saw a couple of videos of it.
And like you had to go up on this like rock thing that was slippery because water got on it, and in some of the ruts water was flowing down through the track, down the ruts, and it was just like
yeah, it was a little crazy. With the water, because like it was literally flowing out of the ground in some places.
Yeah. So our weekend was fun.
Yeah.
Kind of mixed.
Yeah, I mean it was fun other than you getting hurt, I think.
Yeah.
And then Chris getting hurt as well.
Yeah.
That was no good. I mean, the mountain's no joke. Like it's a serious mountain to ride. Sorry, I'm trying to drive here as well.
Yeah, it's definitely a like very hardcore riding. Like the trails they have there are kind of crazy. Like Horse Face.
Yeah,
Horse Face is crazy.
Yeah, but we didn't do that.
Yeah, we didn't do that, but like I've seen videos. Just like that place is crazy, but it's pretty cool. It was really fun. Had a really good time at the event, but the event was held really good, and it was really nice. And it was kind of funny though, because I think it was like one of the last night that we stayed, the night that it snowed here.
Yeah.
It was snowed, and then like a windstorm happened, and all of the tents at the festival were all like broken and flew everywhere, and like all the tents at like our campsite were just everywhere, and it was bad.
Yeah.
Like
it was crazy. I heard there was an actual tornado warning in the snowstorm, which is a little kind of insane, but like, yeah, the wind was shaking our trailer, and it just destroyed all the tents that were around.
Yeah, it was kind of funny though, because it was some spots, sometimes like it was like one big gust of wind that was like, and it shook it. You felt the trailer like lean, even with all of our sports, the trailer like lean off to the side, and then it went away and it went back this way. And it was kind of crazy, like how bad the wind was. Like it was crazy.
It was absolutely crazy.
Yeah, it's funny. It was crazy.
All right. So, hope you enjoyed me riding.
Yeah. Yeah. Now you're about to see some of the trail basically that we actually got to ride. Fully ride.
This isn't the race trail. This will be the trail. It's just a blue trail we rode down a couple times, and it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. So it was sketchy enough to be fun, but not overly sketchy that I thought I was going to completely die. One time I thought I was going to die, but that's it.
Me too.